Welcome to the 2023 Fantasy Baseball preview of the Minnesota Twins. My name is Dave Eddy. I am here with my guy, Connor Thomure. We're going to hop into things here in just a second, but before we do, I need you to take a quick second, drop a like on here for us so we know that you're enjoying all of these team-by-team previews, and then I want you to do yourself a favor, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications so you get an alert every day when the next video comes out. And then don't forget about, we've got our new all access membership. If you go to fantasy6pack.net/plans, if you've enjoyed or enjoying, these videos, you've got access to every one of us on our private Discord. We've got other members in there as well talking baseball. So it's a good place to hang out. It's not too expensive. I think it's a great value. I'm also a little bit biased, but Connor, you ready to hop into things, my man?
Yep, let's do it.
Fantastic, man. Let's start off with the starting lineup here. This comes from Roster Resource. This is, currently their projected lineup. And we start at the top with Byron Buxton, followed by Carlos Correa, Jorge Polanco, Max Kepler, Jose Miranda, my bounce back candidate, Joey Gallo, Alex Kirilloff, Christian Vasquez behind the plate, and then rounding out that lineup is Nick Gordon. So talking Byron Buxton here, Connor, guy that, I absolutely love for his skill set. I don't love that, he seems to miss a lot of games and, doesn't get you a full workload here. But do you think that this season he's a guy that you would take in the top 100?
I'm picking him right around the 100 mark. I think is a pretty fair, not in the 80s, not in the 120s, anywhere in between, right around 100 is perfect with me. Most of that is because he showed a lot of power last year. And, he had 28 home runs and 382 plate appearances. I mean, that's amazing, honestly. So, yeah, right around 100, I'm taking him.
Yeah, man, if that dude was healthy, he's like a no-doubt first-round pick, right?
Oh yeah, no doubt at all. I had him on one of my teams.
That's a big if, but I mean, gosh, if that guy stayed healthy, dude, I mean, he does a little bit of everything.
He really does.
Other guy I want to talk to you about is actually a guy that my son once heckled pretty hardcore when he was with the Rangers in a game in Detroit, and that's Joey Gallo. I love Joey Gallo, but I love my son more, and my son really roasted him good. We'll talk about it after we get done here, but I think that we're going to see a bounce back season from Joey Gallo. I don't necessarily think he's going to be, all-star caliber, type player necessarily, but I think we start to see some of the old Joey Gallo with, all of the rules now getting rid of the shift. Now tell me if I'm crazy or if you think maybe I'm into something here.
I think you're a bit crazy, to be honest.
That's fair. No, you're not wrong.
He's a player I'm completely avoiding. I've avoided on the last couple of seasons. Even with the shift can't stop the strikeouts. I mean, that's my take on him.
No, you can't stop the strikeouts. That's for sure, man. Let's go ahead and hop into this rotation. This is a rotation that, with the addition of Pablo Lopez, went from, I think, good to great. And so, now we've got Pablo Lopez here, is their number one, followed by Sonny Gray, very underrated in my opinion, Joe Ryan, an equally underrated Tyler Mahle, and then Kenta Maeda kind of rounding it out there. I think that's a really solid five guys. I kind of wonder from your perspective though, who is it that stands out to you the most, and kind of how would you rank the five of these guys for fantasy purposes?
Stands out the most, it's got to be either Pablo Lopez or Joe Ryan. And those are my 1 and 2. I'd have Pablo Lopez at 1 and Joe Ryan at 2. And then with 3, I'm going Tyler Mahle. 4 is a toss-up between Sonny Gray or Kenta Maeda. I think they're both a bit iffy. I'm not confident. Are you losing me?
Yep, we got you now.
You got me now.
Yep.
You want me to go over those rankings again?
real quick.
Okay, so I had Pablo Lopez at 1, then Joe Ryan at 2, Tyler Mahle at 3, and then a mix of 4 and 5 is Sonny Gray and Kenta Maeda. They're both pretty mixed up
Yeah,
there.
I think I would echo the same thing. If we knew that Maeda was going to be healthy, I think even though I don't mind Sonny Gray, I think I would probably put Maeda as a clear 4 because I think the other 3 are in their own tier. But either way, like I said, there's really nothing in here that is amazing, but they're all guys that I could see drafting and rostering for the season. I really do like them all. I really think that Mahle is extremely underrated, and I think that if he stays healthy, moving into this division, I really think that he's kind of a guy that's very under the radar.
I agree. Last year was a bit rough for him, and I think that's going to rub some fantasy managers the wrong way, and he's going to be a guy some avoid. So you might be able to get him at a decent price this year.
Let's go ahead and let's get to this bullpen now. Some interesting pieces here. They got Jorge Lopez now in their closing. Johan Duran had an absolutely fantastic season last year. He's in there in the mix maybe for closing, but I think he might be more of the 8th inning guy. Griffin Jacks, Kaylor Theobar. I'm really quite liking Emilio Pagan as well. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that he was a guy that was considered a pretty good closer. Jorge Alcala, Giovanni Moran, and Trevor McGill will round that bullpen out. I don't know. This bullpen, it's a weakness of the team. And it's not even so much that it's a bad bullpen. It's just I really like the rotation. I like the, starting lineup as well. I guess what it really comes down to, I think that the talking point here is, after Duran's, fantastic breakout season, 2022, they then traded for Lopez and got him from the Orioles. So which one of those 2 players are you most likely to draft? And, do you think there's going to be some back and forth there?
There definitely will be back and forth. I think they probably will use both of these guys to save games. It probably will be Lopez that ends up getting more saves. However, I would like it to be Duran. I think everyone would. I mean, 100-mile-an-hour off speed, like that's what I would want in my 9th inning role. I'm just not sure if it would be him, but he's still worth drafting because I think he'll get some saves, especially in saves and holds leagues. He'll probably get lots of holds. So that's where he'd really come into play.
I think this is another one of those scenarios where it kind of depends on your league. If it's a league, where you're just looking at holds, I probably just avoid these 2 guys unless, I really want to take a flyer late. But if it saves and holds, you can just pretty much flip a coin, I guess, because I think that they're pretty clear, at least at this point in the season, with some combination of the 8th and 9th inning. And if it saves and holds, you really don't care who gets what. You just need them to stay healthy. So it really comes down to format here. I think you can pretty much avoid the rest of the guys. Like I said before, I do like Pagan, but I don't know that even in a holds league, I don't know exactly, what I might get from him. So unless it's a really super deep league, I think I just avoid everybody else from that. So I think that's going to do it here for us for the 2023 preview of the Minnesota Twins. Thank everyone, for tuning in. Again, if you haven't dropped a like, go ahead and do so. And make sure you check out that fantasy6pack.net/plans. Consider it the all access pass. Get, direct access to guys like myself and Connor. Can ask us questions 24/7. We're happy to jump in there and chat some baseball or football, baseball, hockey, you name it. We got it. So appreciate it again. And we'll see you for the next one.